Hello everyone, I am Rajeshwari. I am a transformational coach. I help people to unlock their true potential by cultivating empowering habits and growth mindset. Once again, I am sharing the learnings from the book Master Your Life, Master Your Time. And today I am going to share chapter 2. The name of the chapter is Productive Time Getting More Done. So now let's get ready for learning how you can become more productive and how you can get more payoff. To perform at your best, you need to think about productivity in a different way from most people working today. Your ability to use working time well to be highly productive and to get more done faster and of better quality will have more of an effect on your career than any other factor. Productive work requires high levels of mental, physical discipline, focus and determination to get the job done quickly and well. The three most important words in thinking about personal productivity are clarity, focus and concentration. For personal productivity, you need clarity, focus and concentration. The first keyword is clarity. For getting anything done, you must have the clarity, what you want in your life. The starting point of developing greater clarity, which accounts for as much as 95% of your success, is of you to continually ask and answer this question: what results are expected of me? In life and work, results are everything. They are the measure, if not the sole detriment of your income, your reputation, your future, and the way people both think and talk about you. Now the next topic is your personal brand. Let's learn how to build our personal brand. Each person has a brand in the minds of other people. This is usually summarized in a few words that others use when they think about you and describe you to others. Your personal brand largely determines much of what happens to you in life and work. Recent research shows that when you meet a new person, you look for two sets of qualities that make up their personal brand. The first qualities are warmth and trust. Is this a likable person whom you can trust and be comfortable with? The second quality people look for is a combination of competence and ability. Can this person and will this person do the job in an excellent and timely fashion? So in my case also, two qualities that I look for in a people is the trust and the warmth, how they treat me, and the second thing, are they competent? Now the next topic is warmth and competence are essential. Here is what the researchers concluded: if you are a warm and trusting person, the kind of person whom people like, enjoy and want to be around, you will have lots of friends and good relationship. But if you get the reputation for not being particularly good at your work, or even worse, for being incompetent and undependable, people may still like you, but they will also actually pity you. The reason is that people instinctively recognize that a nice person who is not very good at their work has a limited future. He will not be successful over the long term. Instead of being a winner, he will be a non-winner, a person who will not achieve very much in life. So warmth and competence are very essential. Perhaps the most important ability in the world of work is dependability. This means that people can absolutely depend on you to do an excellent job on time or every time. In life, we are always being judged and evaluated by other people, just as we are always judging and evaluating others. Every day, in every situation, you show up in a particular way. and both make and leave a particular impression. The totality of the impression you make constitute your personal brand. The question is how you showing up. So in day-to-day life, how you are doing your work on daily basis create some impressions on other mind. So be aware of how you are showing up. Your goal is to show up as a top performer. You want people to think about you, talk about you as an excellent person, as someone who really makes a valuable contribution consistently in every situation. This is the best reputation or brand you can have. So act like a top performer always to create a good personal brand in the eyes of others. Now let's come to the next topic. The next topic is Great Pandemic. A pandemic is an illness or malady that is spread over a large area and affects an enormous number of people. Today there is a pandemic of poor performance sweeping across the Western world and even in our India also. It is undermining productivity, weakening character, destroying hopes and dreams for the future, cutting off people's desires for achievement and advancement, and keeping millions of people, especially young people, working at lower incomes than they are truly capable of earning. This pandemic can be called the curse of electronic interruption. Yes, my dear friend, nowadays we get bombarded with lot of information from our electronic media, from the news, from the TV, from the mobile and etc. According to Robert Half International, fully 50% of each workday is wasted in activities that contribute no value whatever to the company and that have nothing at all to do with the work at hand. Much of this wasted time is caused by the inability of people to start and work productively all day long. Most people in their 20s and 30s came into the workplace in the age of internet. Today we have Facebook, YouTube, Google, LinkedIn, Twitter and smartphones with more than 12 lakh apps. Most of these apps are different forms of entertainment, fun, enjoyment and time wastage. It is estimated that average adult today spend 3.5 hours each day checking apps, emails and text messages. So really this is a great pandemic. Now the next topic is your world of work. How is that so many people are performing and earning far below their potential? So let's figure it out why we are earning low. You have to go back to children's first experience with work and their school and school work. Here is what happens when you are a child and you go to school. For the first time, you are usually afraid and insecure, but you very quickly learn that school is full of others children your same age. And what do you do with the children? You play. Soon you look forward to school as a place where you can go and play with your friends. I am a teacher. I used to see daily the kids are coming, they are playing and going without doing any studies or much studies, serious studies. As you have advanced through school, year after year, school becomes your primary place. Of course, you must do a certain amount of school work and maintain a certain level of grades in order to be allowed to continue attending the school, but you think primarily of your friends and your social activities rather than the school work itself. If you are fortunate enough to go on to university, you continue to play with your friends but now without supervision. So most of the college going children, what they do, they are living far away from their families, and what they do, as we are the social animals, so whole day some or other they just mingle with each other, they play, they talk, they enjoy the parties and all that. Most people who go to college spend 4 or 5 years in an endless cycle of social activities with other people, doing only enough schoolwork to avoid being expelled. So they do that much only so that they can't be expelled from the university. Now the next topic is the world of work. When you finish school, you take your first job, you go into work on the first day a bit nervous and unsure about what is going to happen. Then you are introduced to your co-workers, many of whom are your same age. This reminds you of school, what you do with people your same age. You play. As you have the habit of going school and playing there with your friends, same thing continue in the college also, same thing continues in the office also. Today the workplace is the primary play place for American adults. It is estimated that the average employee does not really start work until around 11. And I used to see in my workplace also, people start their work very late. And you must have also noticed at your workplace. Then begins winding down about 3:30 p.m. in the afternoon. The first thing people do when they arrive at work is to play with their friends. They spend almost 50% of their time chatting with co-workers about subjects that have nothing to do with the job they have been hired for. When they are not talking with their co-workers, they are reading their emails, sending and receiving messages, checking Facebook, posting, looking at what is for sale and where, and responding to various forms of advertising and spam. Suddenly they look up and the day is gone. Because so many people see the workplace as a play place, they often resent it when the boss comes by and asks them to actually do some work. They are so preoccupied with the ceaseless flow of electronic interruption that they have no time to do work of a serious nature. Now the next topic is the email disease. This is the biggest disease of modern world. The average adult checks the email 145 times per day. This is why Julie Morgenstern, a time management expert, wrote a book called Never Check Email in the Morning. More and more companies and organizations, even the Harvard Business Review, are coming to the same conclusion. Spending much time on email can sabotage your career and make it almost impossible for you to perform at high levels in your job. Now the next topic is work time versus play time. The solution to your becoming caught up in the irresistible attraction of distraction is to remind yourself continually when you go to work that this is productive time. It is not play time. When you took your job, you entered into an agreement to produce a certain quality and quantity of work in exchange for a certain quantity of money and benefits. You made a promise and you have a promise to keep. You made a contract and you are required to comply with the terms of your contract. When you think of work like this, it can change your whole perspective. Every minute of every day at work asks this question, which will help you to enhance your productivity. The first question is, why am I on the payroll? What have I been hired to accomplish? Is what I am doing right now the reason that I am on the payroll? Is what I am doing the highest and best use of my time? Now the next topic is, when you work, work, work. Here is the great rule for success at work. Work all the time you work. When you go to work, say hello to your co-workers and then begin work immediately. Put your head down and go flat out like a runner coming off the blocks in a race. If people want to chat with you, smile politely and tell them you would love to talk to them after work. Meanwhile, you have things you have to get done and you are on a tight deadline. Eventually, the time wasters, the people who don't value their time or the time of anyone else, will find you uninteresting and will spend more and more time with other people who have more time to waste. So here is a simple formula for work time. Don't check your email in the morning. Check your email only twice a day at perhaps 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. In between, turn off your email, turn off the sound wells and rings that remind you there are incoming messages. Remember, every time you hear one of the sound, you get a dopamine jolt, distracting you from your work and decreasing your productivity. Leave them off. So now next time I will be meeting with you with the other part of this chapter. Have a great day. Bye bye.